Brothers and sisters, aunties, uncles, and play cousins. What's good, family? It's your boy, Professor Michael. Hey, man, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Listen, I'm behind, and I'm kind of somewhat ashamed of myself for being behind on this one because this is my guy. You know, no matter what, you know, I've heard over the years, you know, when we talk about the history of hip hop and we talk about some of the old school artists and rappers and stuff like that, one of my favorite groups of all time. And it's funny because when we put them in that caveat of like top upper echelon MCs and this, that, and the other, I don't think they get enough credit because of the style of music that they made. But I loved KidNPlay. KidNPlay was like one of my all-time favorites back in the day. It was fun, it was good, high energy. You know, it kind of changed the culture with the dancing and some of the fashion and all that stuff that they did. Christopher, you know what I'm saying? KidNPlay. I enjoyed the hell out of them. But when we talk about them, most people talk about like the movies. They talk about like the House Party, which was cultural classics. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, most people don't actually, their names don't get mentioned when we talk about hip hop enough. You know what I'm saying? And because they weren't the most lyrical, because of the style of the music that they made. But in that, people misunderstood that because they made them type of songs that they couldn't spit. And I have actually heard many occasions where I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like they were spitting. Anyway, all that said, Christopher Kid Reed came out with a new song 5 or 6 months ago, and the song was titled Tin Man, which was ironic to me. And it's funny because I didn't listen to the song, which I kind of feel ashamed of because I love them and I'm hip hop in my blood to my core. So why did I not check out this song? I don't know. But the irony of the title Tin Man is that, you know, Kid ended up having to have a heart transplant. So when you think of Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, you think of, you know, how the Tin Man needed a heart. Christopher Kid Reed needed a heart. So that was fire. That was fire in just the title. So like I said, that just makes me even more ashamed that I never listened to the song. But I did notice that a couple of days ago, there was a video dropped to that same song. So I said, nope, not passing it up this time. I'm going to check it out with y'all. So today we got Christopher Kid Reed. We got his newest song, Tin Man, the video. All I can say is that now I'm hoping that there's a project. I mean, if you go through the trouble of making a song and then you go through the trouble of making a video to it, that speaks something's coming to me. And especially now in a day where we're getting Rakim, we're getting Big Daddy Kane, we're getting KRS-One, you know, we're getting all the Nas, like all the unks basically are coming back out, and there's more, but I just named a few. So why not? Why not? Anyway, y'all, make sure you hit the like button on this video. You know what I'm saying? If you're not already subscribed to Old Heads Media, we would love to have you come on in, become part of the alumni family. We love y'all. We actually want to keep growing, and we need you to be a part of that. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up on everything that we're doing over here. Make sure you're checking your notifications regularly because YouTube's been disabling them. So we need you to make sure that you're diligent about coming back and checking out the channel for more stuff so that they know that you want to be here. All right? So let's go ahead, get my antennas on, get right on into this song. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this today. And as I listen to it, I'm probably going to become even more and more ashamed of myself for not checking out this before. Because if he's spitting, I'm probably going to turn the camera off and slap the shit out of myself for not being on top of this 5-6 months ago. But anyway, here we go, y'all. Let's get into it.
See, I received the ultimate lifeline. A stranger gave his life for mine. Tin Man. Yo. Tin Man. Let's go. Who's that guy? Had his hair so high, eyes real wide like the runaway bride. Each and every movie he played the nice guy. You could hear him spit, but they say the price high. Why? Cause you know I'm kicking facts and I would never lie. A brother thought he'd live forever and would never die. We would sever ties with those that stay forever high. Coming from Queens, where they get the money every time. A never-ending quest to get funds. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. On the road every year, every venue. Cause if you ain't at the table, best believe you on the menu. Into the
All right, I gotta go back and start this over. First of all, I love the cadence that he's spitting with. He coming with a hard sort of energy on this one. Now I'm really slapping myself. I told you I'm gonna be mad at myself checking this video out. I'm gonna go back and start it from the beginning because I stopped it. But he said discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons, bars. If you ain't at the table, then you're on the. If you ain't at the table, then you're gonna be on the menu. Or I fucked that up. But basically, what he said. Yo, all right, Christopher Kid Reed. Let's go back. Let's check it out. I'm gonna let it play all the way through the first verse this time. But I had to stop because the energy already to me, and he's coming with a. I don't even know how to describe the energy, but it's like, I'm here energy. Like there's nothing, he's coming with you can't beat me. I'm here. And almost like a grateful energy. I got to think of the right word to describe it, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's let it go.
stranger gave his life for mine.
Stranger gave his life for mine. Yeah. Hey, and shout out and rest in peace to the stranger that gave his heart for Christopher Kid Reed. Love to you.
Tin Man. Let's go. Who's that guy? Had his hair so high, eyes real wide like the runaway bride. Each and every movie he played the nice guy. You could hear him spit, but they say the price high. Why? Cause you know I'm kicking facts and I would never lie. A brother thought he'd live forever and would never die. We would sever ties with those that stay forever high. Coming from Queens, where they get the money every time. A never-ending quest to get funds. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. On the road every year, every venue. Cause if you ain't at the table, best believe you on the menu. And to the depths they might send you. Unless you dodge them obstacles and act more logical. Or maybe listen to the words of the preacher. But that won't help you when you stand at the reaper. Thinking about each and every enemy. Over jealousy, the remedy was muscle memory. Written in stone is the destiny. Brain on density, an incomplete legacy. And I have to ask you, how you let them fools get past you? Cause mistakes will probably have you wondering if fame is a gift or a curse. Peep the next verse. Now they
Hey, before he start, peep the next verse. So I'm going to stop it at that spot right there just to point out the fact that, number one, like I said, I'm loving his energy. I'm loving the cadence he's spitting with. He got bars. But I always said they could rap. KidNPlay could rap. They opted not to because of the style of music that they was spitting, and it didn't require all that. They was high energy, wanted to have fun, so there was no need to go deep. But I always knew they could rap, especially Kid. Play could rap too, and I'm not trying to shit on either one of them. I don't like when people do that. This one was better than that when they were together. So they saw enough in each other to respect each other's craft. So we're not doing that. But Kid could spit. I knew that. I like how he started out with the hair so high top fade. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew that was his signature trademark. But anyway, first of all, this music is fire. This track is fire with them violins, and I love the fact that he like threw that in the video so you could see them violins playing. That's special. That's special. That sounds fire. And I just want to give a shout out to Kid himself also. He looks good for somebody that's gone through the physical trauma that he's gone through, and after having heart surgery and all that other kind of stuff. Like he looks good for having gone through that. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go ahead and check out the second verse because I see he said peep the next verse. Let's go.
If fame is a gift or a curse, peep the next verse. Now there was Guru and Cowboy, K-Slay and Nipsey, Left Eye and Craig Mack, Tupac and Biggie, King Von and Pop Smoke.
Okay, now I got to listen to this verse with different ears because he said, wondering if hip hop is a gift or a curse. And then he said, peep the next verse. And it goes into talking about them. I see how that played into that. Now I got to listen to it with different ears. That's fire.
Because mistakes will probably have you wondering if fame is a gift or a curse. Peep the next.
He didn't say hip hop. He said fame is a gift or a curse.
Next verse. Now there was Guru and Cowboy, K-Slay and Nipsey, Left Eye and Craig Mack, Tupac and Biggie, King Von and Pop Smoke and Scott LaRock, Freaky Time, Big L, yeah them dudes got shot. Soldier Slim and Mac Dre, they used to raise the roof, but they died by the gun and I can show you the proof. Mr. C, Easy E, and Gangsta Boo, DJ Screw, MF Doom, they gone too soon. Heavy D, C, ODB, and Mac Miller, Fight for Nate Dogg, DMX and Jay Dilla. Coolio Spirit was inside of me, and that man from Queensbridge, he was a prodigy. The heavens even took one half for Crisscross. From Black Rob to Young Dolph, their souls had to take off. It's a fact that they all rip stages, and we all shed a tear as hip-hop ages. And my peers, I would never disappoint them, but I knew that I didn't want to join them and be a victim of circumstance. Though it was happenstance, your boy got himself a second chance. So now they calling me Tin Man, Mr. He gets to do it again, man. Write a new ending, grip a mic and continue to rhyme. Somebody upstairs was calling, but it was not my time. See, I received the ultimate lifeline. A stranger gave his life for mine. Tin Man.
Yo. Hey, he said, calling me the Tin Man, Mr. Do It Again Man, bro. I like the little hip hop is still alive. Man, them legends he shouted out, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the ones that everybody else talk about when we talk about like the Pop Smokes. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm trying to say. The Nipseys, the Tupacs, the Biggies, we talk about all them. But some of the names he was mentioning, man, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, the Prodigies, the Mr. C's, the Gangsta Boos, some of the people that he was naming, I gotta hear that second verse again. That was fire. Some of them names he was mentioning, y'all need to, like, if you watching this video, y'all need to actually write them names down as he's spitting them and then go digging into some of them archives. Some of them names, bro, I like this. And I have a theory too about this song. I'm gonna let that play back again. I'm sorry. I gotta hear that again, y'all.
Wondering if fame is a gift or a curse. Peep the next verse. Now there was Guru and Cowboy, K-Slay and Nipsey, Left Eye and Craig Mack, Tupac and Biggie, King Von and Pop Smoke and Scott LaRock, Freaky Time, Big L, yeah them dudes got shot. Soldier Slim and Mac Dre, they used to raise the roof, but they died by the gun and I can show you the proof. Mr. C, Easy E, and Gangsta Boo, DJ Screw, MF Doom, they gone too soon. Heavy D, Pimp C, ODB, and Mac Miller, Fight for Nate Dogg, DMX and Jay Dilla. Coolio Spirit was inside of me, and that man from Queensbridge, he was a prodigy. The heavens even took one half for Crisscross. From Black Rob to Young Dolph, their souls had to take off. It's a fact that they all rip stages, and we all shed a tear as hip-hop ages. And my peers, I would never disappoint them, but I knew that I didn't want to join them and be a victim of circumstance. Though it was happenstance, your boy got himself a second chance. So now they calling me Tin Man, Mr. He gets to do it again, man. Write a new ending, grip a mic and continue to rhyme. Somebody upstairs was calling, but it was not my time. See, I received the ultimate lifeline. A stranger gave his life for mine. Tin Man.
Yes, man. Yes. Fire. See, they calling me the Tin Man. Mr. He gets to do it again, man. Bro. Fire. I'm sorry, y'all. Why in the fuck did I wait 5 months to listen to this song? Why did it take the video for me to watch and listen to this song? I am so mad at myself. I love the aggression that he came out with on this song. I love the words. I love the purpose behind this song. So here's what I was gonna say. My theory is, he's saying in the beginning, the title is Tin Man. So obviously he's paying honor to the person that gave him his heart. Again, shout out to that person. Thank you for all who have, donated, themselves, pieces of themselves in order so that someone else can live. Those people are special. And shout out to y'all. But not only is he, giving honor to that and to that person and to the fact that, with the Tin Man, he was able to get a new heart and have a new leash on life, obviously, with the bar that I love so much, Mr. He gets to do it again, man. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe that there's a double metaphor in that, in the overall construction of the song. I don't think that he's only saying, I got a new heart. But when he goes in and he starts breaking down all the artists that are lost and that were lost in it, hip hop is still alive. So that also is to me, tells me that this song is saying hip hop needs or has gotten a new heart. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to give hip hop a transplant. It needs a new heart. You know what I'm saying? I believe that that also plays into the design and the thought process behind this song. That's just my personal opinion. We had an age where hip hop was losing its purpose. Listen to the radio. It's like, what the fuck? What are we talking about? Like, yeah, it make us move. It make the trunk rattle. It make us bob a little bit. We can go to the club. We can dance. We can do all that shit. It had a few anthems, you know what I'm saying, where people get out and, talk talk the hood shit, this, that, and the other. And there's always room for stuff like that. But that's all there was. And it's like, okay, now what the fuck are we talking about? What are we even talking about? That's not what hip hop was created for. And I'm not going to sit here and bash the evolution of music, of hip hop, new school artists. I'm not going to do the whole YN thing, none of that other kind of stuff. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is we still have to hold on to the purpose of hip hop. And everybody that he named, oh my God, Guru. Everybody that he named was the purpose of hip hop. They brought originality. They brought content. They were saying some shit. They brought the bars. They brought the cadences. They still gave you bangers that you can bounce in your car. They still gave you club songs that you could go to the club for. You got all that shit that the radio is hyping up right now. But you had content too. That's what's missing from music is content. What the fuck are we talking about? And we're falling in love with the idea of what some of these artists are talking about. The cars, the fancy houses, the jewelry, the bitches, the all this, that, and other that we fall in love with. 90% of y'all ain't living the life that they're singing about. And hell, 90% of them ain't even living the life that they're rapping about. But somehow we're drawn to that shit. And then we go home and we live our normal basic lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are we giving that so much attention instead of the stuff that's actually speaking to our real selves? Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. I enjoyed the hell out of that. That's not just an old head talking. I said all that just to say the new heart that he was talking about is you see a lot of the older rappers and even some of the newer rappers, and I'm loving this, watching the new school rappers, seeing artists like the King Loses, the Coast Contra, oh my God, it's ridiculous. Seeing some of the battle rappers, you know what I'm saying? We got Math. He's not a new artist. We got Math, dropping bars again. We got, Lux, dropping bars. We got all these artists, Daylight, all them, Kendrick, J. Cole's, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's actually starting to be content added to music nowadays. True enough, radio ain't playing it. You got to come to places like YouTube to find it, but people actually are listening to it again. So that he's right. Hip hop is still alive. I'm with that. Christopher Kid Reed, y'all. That was Tin Man. Make sure you go back and check out some of the old Kid and Play shit. It was fun. And every once in a while, if you actually go through the albums, most of the time people only listen to the shit that we used to see on Yo MTV Raps or BET or, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that was playing on the radio. So all you know Kid and Play for is the party shit, house party, this, that, and the other. But if you actually go through the albums, you'll find out there was some songs on there where they was spitting. They wasn't always just fun and games. All right? That's it, y'all. Thank you for going on the ride with me. I love y'all. Ain't shit y'all can do about it. Till the next one. Peace out.